And that was ranged fight 36. Which means I've got 60 points available in fight. This game does one thing that is a particular bugbear of mine. And that is, you get 10 points per level up, but generally things cost 5 or 10 points. It would, in my opinion, be better to give like 2 points and everything either costs 1 or 2. Or, you know, more, but they're generally in multiples of 5. But most of the time, they're in multiples of 10. So it's like 40 points, not 35 points. Occasionally it'll go as low as 5 or something. Magic is the only exception, and that's the one where you'll sometimes have 3s or 7s, because the stanzas in Magic, like the spells, are made up of so many components, and you're buying each component. But if you bought that component in another spell, you don't need to buy it again. So you get like a discount. Magic is about the only place where it makes sense. But yeah, generally speaking, I feel like if you're just going to use big numbers, and you may as well just reduce the scale of the numbers that you're dealing with on both sides of the equation, rather than increase it on both sides. So rather than give you 10 points because everything costs 10, give you 1 point and make everything cost 1. I've only got about 80 ammo left to spend. Crafting makes me angry. Oh yeah, because there's a lot in terms of the... yeah, the Bodok and the Gingo were the only ones that were timed, as far as I'm aware. 5 tufts of Gingo hair and 1 Bodok kill. Crafting is expensive. Crafting is by far the most expensive tree, in my opinion. Like, because most of the stuff in there is... like, you can level up the actual quality of the stanzas. Like, you know, get to be able to make higher quality ammo or something for just 25. But to buy the blueprint for each type of ammo you want to make, it's 40. You want to increase buy a different type of blueprint for an armor, 40. You want to buy a boost, like the next level of boost, 40. Everything costs a lot. Oh god, that is a unfortunate spawn. I will switch over to healing in a moment if it looks like we're going out. You know what, let me just preemptively do that. I don't think I can afford to just level up my ranged here. I'm going to go full heal bot with stamina occasionally. But it's mostly going to be heal. Tiny Goliath needs some sap. Shooting... oh, never mind, I was taken out. They did not like me helping. I'm going to move over to the group here. Sap for Tiny Goliath incoming. Stamina for Izdar. Health for She-Lab. I'm going back to full healing now. Stamina occasionally. Leveled up in defensive magic, nice. Yeah, and every culture has its own tree, yeah. The Trika have their own armor, weapons, like, and it's everything. It's not just armor. It's everything. Even their ammo is different, I think. Yeah, I would very much like to get my affliction up during the week. I'd love to be able to just sleep a Gingo. Two Gingos spawn on us, yeah, put one of them to sleep. Just take it out of the fight until we're ready to deal with it. Jules, the same, yeah. Tiny Goliath needs some more sap. Incoming. Yeah, my afflictions are very low level. They would not do anything to these. I think the highest, like, a defensive affliction I've got right now is, let's have a look. Recommended for average level 40. Yeah, both my sleep and, oh god, and my fear at average level 40. Right, I need to get my defensive magic up to level 50 before I can actually start specializing anyway, so I just need to go ahead and get this up. Oh, actually, I can go back to leveling up my range as well. But yeah, once I hit defensive magic 50, I'm going to be very heavily focusing on getting defensive affliction. And to be honest, I'll probably also aim to get my offensive affliction up as well. So, you know, root and madness, yeah, I think madness will be useful. If a Gingo will occasionally just bite its own face, that is both funny and helpful, I feel. Because when it's biting its face, it's not biting yours. Though blindness might have a little bit more application in an overall fight. Yeah, this is great experience down here, yeah. And the money is pretty amazing, I'm going to be honest with you. Alright, who has timed quests outstanding? There was the Gingos and the Bodok. Does anyone still have timed quests? Sound off if you do. 3 tufts for She-Lab, 1 more tuft for Leafin. So only 2 people, so basically 4 Gingo kills needed. No, 2 for Isdar. So, okay, 6 Gingo kills needed. Potentially, but we are probably also seeing people getting quest completions for other things as well. So we might be doing this for a little bit longer, but that's fine. Just wanted to have an idea of what we were waiting on. Yeah, in terms of range fight, up to 36. Defensive magic now on 40. My elemental offensive magic is level 47. All of my crafting are in the 30s now, as is my foraging, actually. The only thing that I have that isn't at least a 30 is melee fighting. I should probably level that up at some point because it's going to be easy for me to level. I woke up to an Aavak stream. Now there is another. Hey, it's alright too, yeah. Yeah, community game day is a 2-stream day. Uh-oh. Yeah, Gingo on Tiny Goliath. We've got 2 spread around. Last ammunition. Down to the last 40 ammo now. How are we doing? It looks like we're doing okay-ish. Well done, Leafin. That combat magic definitely helped it. The Varmanis and Gingo might be on me in a moment. Relocating just in case. Okay. Did anyone manage to complete their timed quests, or are we still waiting on Leafin, She-Lab, and Isdar? That was a little close, yeah. Kind of went sideways. Man, Sheila... sorry, Sheila was making biscuits on my arm last night. I've got scratches all... No. Tilly was making biscuits on my arm. One tuft for Isdar, 3 for Sheila. Oh, Haiku needs it as well. Leafins is done, so we're still on 3 people, but... So Gingo just by the twisted roots on the ground there, to our right. I'm almost out of ammo at this point. Oh, Star System, by the way, let me know if using the standalone client actually affects your ping or not. That would be very interesting to know. Yeah, leaving. I said I was getting less resistant. This Gingo took it personally. Fair. I've got 16 more rounds for my bowgun, and then I will be switching back to purely defensive magic. Second stream, best stream indeed. You're still downloading it, says Star System. I'm currently still downloading, but will update when I know. Okay. Because that would be very useful info, actually. Quite a few people have mentioned poor pings, so... I have no idea where the servers are located. Finished the mission step. Very nice. I need to give... to whom? Oh yeah, you're miles away. I'll give those to you in a bit. I imagine we are getting close now to having everyone done with the timed quests. Three bullets left. Don't worry, Sheila, but as more and more people get theirs completed, the only person that can get the completion will be you. So it's just a matter of waiting it out, really. Okay, I am out of bullets. I wonder if this will work. Nope. Nope. Just want to find out if it's vulnerable to it. Nope. Oh, actually, on that note, I need to open window. Connections. Or binds. Nope, don't see it. Okay. There may be a key for it, though. Active links. Lock. Okay. Okay, so Sheila's got 2, Haiku's got 4 left. I know I can't fear a Gingo, but... Resist. 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 Eventually one of them will work. And we'll find out whether it is just resisting or literally immune. Only issue is, oh, there we go. Yeah, it does go to sleep. Noted. Very much noted. I'm just going to focus on healing now then. Also sap for Tiny Goliath. Oh, star system. Well, I'm glad I've got data on my phone because I'm now watching the stream through my mobile because the internet just crashed for the whole house. Is this universe telling me to go to bed? It might be. Right, I kind of need to take on some Frippo as well. There's a bunch of other things, mech tubes as well. But there are a few menacing Gingos over here. I've got 5 more levels to get in defensive magic before I start to really see the split between Celestial and Affliction. What's it actually called? Yeah, it'll just be defensive Affliction and standard healing magic. Sure, go ahead. Sammy, we'll be here. It's so odd. My knife keeps unequipping when I fight those. Oh, are you talking about Jarvings? Jarvings have a disarm skill. I'm sorry, Demi. I'm so used to your taunt being the one that breaks. I apologize. Sorry, Demi. I was literally just reading the message, not who said it. Star says, I've been on Ryzom for nearly 12 hours. Guess I should take a break. You should see how long Leafin has been playing it. Those are rookie numbers. Leafin's like over 100 hours. He's only been playing it for a week. And somewhere in there, he's managed to fit in eating, sleeping, going to coffee shops with his friends, and uni. Leafin, I think your team leader, mate. We need to get Izzar an invite. A likely story, Leafin. It's just using such a small amount of my PC power. Just let it run. I'm sure you say that about many things. This is using so little of my attention. I just gather while I'm doing other things. Yes. Okay, but Leafy has an IV of the dark brew, and skipping sleep makes playing games easy. It's It's not skipping sleep. It's just training your body to need less. However, in Leafin's case, it isn't so much he has trained his body to need less sleep, and it's more his body has just told him he's not getting any, so he may as well just make his peace with that. Which I'm not sure is as productive of a discussion to be having, but you know, it is the one that Leafin had, so. Really? You avoided my spell? How rude. Again? Again? Leafin, why did you taunt them about resisting? You've doomed us both. My lord. Skill issue, fair. Fair. Two needed for Haiku now. I'm standing way too close. That is danger close. Smaxy Vampire wishes to see Cutie. Okay. Toothy Cutie. Horny Cutie. Horny Cutie butt, mostly. We go and see Cutie face. More Cutie butt, apparently. There we go. Where are the... I don't think there are any U-boats around here. Trunky Cutie, apparently. Having a scratch. And then Frippos as well. Let's go and have a close look at the Frippos. Look at the little tail waggle. Yes, I hear you. Beaky Cutie. Okay. Let's get back to the group. We're fighting for our lives here. Skill issue, mate. Touché. Poor Sheila. Come on, still one. How much time have you got left now, Sheila, for that? It's going a bit close to the wire, I think. Oh, you still got 24 minutes. Oh, okay, that's plenty of time. Miavan, if... Oh, yay! Okay, I take it that Sheilab is done. So, Haiku, have you got any left to get now? One more. Okay. Miavan, I am going to primary you as my heal target, and after every fight, I will just dump a bunch of stamina your way. Any other fighters around Miavan will also benefit, because I am going to exclusively use bombs. So, you know, just be aware of that. There you go. This should allow you to just keep going. Right, haiku's done. Okay, well, in that case, mech tubes, still need a couple of those kills. Still need Frippo. Actually, let me just go through them all. I need 4 types of Kippy, 2 types of Kizor, 2 fragments of mech tube skull. Prime Forest Frippo needed as well. She-Lab's got a Gingo on her. All the heals going your way. Sorry, I was backing up and it was preventing my cast from going through, my bad. Also going to need, yeah, more Frippo skulls. I need to hand that one in. Hand that one in. More mech tube skulls. I still got to get 4 prime Bodog meat. And Frippo meats. Oh, I've got some brass spell meats that I need to collect. Okay. And more Prime Forest Bodog skull. So pretty much just loads of skulls for the most part and a couple of meats. But on more or less everything. So even the Bodog are targets for me. The Skull Throne isn't going to build itself, you know. That's very, very true. Okay. Someone has got a Gingo on them. Oops, we've got 2 Gingos. Bad news base. And curtain's gone offline. Trying to keep your stamina and health up. I'm alternating between the 2. To top up Neovan's health a little bit. Yeah, let's fall back a bit. That's a good call, actually, Neovan. Can we hit that grunting mech tube over there and the Frippos around it? Oh, the Frippos have the U-boat sounds. That Frippo spell effect is disconcerting. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it looks like something like that. Okay, very nice, very nice. I've completed a mission step. Don't know which one, so I'm just going to go and see if I can hand something in. Yes, I can. Marvelous. Okay, get that one off the list. Oh, have I just annoyed the Gingos? I have not, amazingly. Very pleased with that. There's 49,000 appers there. Okay, magic skill 42. We can probably hit a bunch of these frippos all at once if your taunts are up to the job. Wait, hang on a second. Does Haiku take a Spider-Man pose when they're casting Affliction? Oh my lord. That is amazing. What do my afflictions look like? Fairly certain it's not Spider-Man. No. I have a more refined pose. The fact that the currency is dapper will always entertain me. Yep. Sending some sap your way, Leafin. You know what? I'm going to Leroy Jenkins this. Leroy Jenkins. I'm going to run away. Enjoy. That is the correct way to Leroy Jenkins. Is to cause the mess and then refuse to take accountability for it and leave someone else to deal with it. I didn't die and comment on having chicken wings. That's because I am a superior Leroy Jenkins. The original is, granted, the most well known, but is also the least refined of the Leroy Jenkins. The overall formula has been iterated upon and refined over many, many decades. Yeah, defensive magic 42. Getting some crazy levels here. 46 in magic, 17 fight. Mac tube over there. Honestly, you can attack the Bodok as well if you want. We can easily keep you going through that fight. I say as it immediately decides to try and gut Leaf in with its horns. Another Mac tube over here. Is anyone else collecting Mac tube bits? I assume we all need to. Tiny Goliath. I have 100 points in magic spent. Wow. Leafin has hit level 80 in magic. Well done, mate. That is huge. I still need one quality 50 prime forest Mech-tube skull. Or 50 or more. Hey, up God, how you doing, mate? Gonna get some health and sap on Tiny Goliath as well. Disliking how low that's going for you. And some sap on Leafin as well. Can't quite reach. Need 1+4 for mech tube. Tiny Goliath needs 5. Okay, I've just completed that one. I'm just going to go and hand these in. Yeah, I could tell that your HP was going down because you were casting spells rather than being attacked. Mine does the same on some of my spells. Why does the Gingo have to be right next to the person I hand these things into? Okay, it's leaving. Oh. Oh, sorry, wrong person. Never mind. That was Seddon. Are they back yet? I don't know, they're still quite far away, actually. Okay. Open for some Frippo harvesting. Are you really playing an MMO if you don't get to watch a couple of sunrises? That's very fair, Sheila. Very fair. Okay, more mech tubes over by Mia Van. Okay, Isdar has also got 2. Okay. I'm going to focus on Mia Van for now. Leafin has just pulled the mech tube. That's not going to end well. I'm apparently allergic to talking about mech tubes destroying Leafin. Leafin is running away. Mech-tube is giving chase. Mech-tube is fast. Leafin, these are our mounts. Running away from him is going to meet middling success at best. I am out of sap, unfortunately. Isdar is down. I cannot keep people up. Tiny Goliath, I'm going to shoot some sap to you. There you go. Sheilab is keeping that mech tube occupied. It is now on to Isdar. Gonna refocus on Sheilab, get them back up. Alright, let's go for this. Leafin has made it back. Well done. Yeah, that was kind of an all over the place one, but well recovered. Tiny Goliath, some more sap heading your way. Find me, just being a loot goblin. I mean a gubbins goblin. There we go. Let's get some health on Tiny Goliath. Okay, Mia Van, you go ahead and relog. We could probably kill some Yarvings. We could kill some Frippo. That's true. We need Raspels too. Okay. Isdar, if you want to... Where is Isdar right now? There we are. Isdar's got a Bodoc. Very well. Never mind. Doesn't actually have a Bodoc. You can go for that Mekhtub if you want, Isdar. Should be able to keep you up. Never mind. Miavan is back. I have no idea what a Raspel can do, other than make a strange sound with its mouth hole. Yeah, I would like to find out. If we can't find one, we may as well just kill the. There's a Raspel just in the brush over here. So that was a premature heal there, I think. It's escaping. No. It decided to come back. It dies quickly. That's what Raspels do, apparently. You say that, okay, Miavan, you say it can't do much because it has a small health bar and goes down quickly when something decides to fight it close quarters. But then that describes Leafin too. And Leafin could do quite a lot of damage if you let Leafin do it the way he wants to. So I don't think we should discount the Raspel just yet. Oh, yeah, no, Leafin said the small HP bar. Miavan was the one that called it a wimp. Let me get... I mean, I was mostly taking exception at the declaration that it was a wimp because it died quickly. You simply described why it died quickly. So I'm going to say that Demi was the intended target for that one, relevance-wise. For one dread moment, when that Raspel turned around and started heading for Isdar, the Kami Guard Sentinel did the same, and I was like, oh, please tell me your taunt isn't an AoE. That would have been very unfortunate. Almost 43 in defensive match now. Leroy Jenkins time? Yes, Leroy Jenkins time. Who's it gonna hit? It hit the Mekhtub! Joy! Haiku's like, why? Why me? I didn't do anything. It's true. Yeah, the Kami aggro, I am not helping. I am leaving. I've got no mana. What do you expect me to do? Grunting Raspel. She-Lab's a little bit low on stamina. Let's top that up. Near Van as well, actually. Yeah, I bet your magic is going up crazy slow at this point. Right, what is it that people need to hunt right now? Go through the list and let me know, roughly speaking, what it is that you're currently hunting. Because I've got a lot of things to give in. All I have left is Raspal, Frippo, and Bodok. So if we want to focus our attentions on those, we could probably knock out that last bit and then go do a trainer stop. Good morning, Demetrius. How you doing, mate? Awesome to see you in chat. Oh, is that still needs mech tubes? Okay. Focusing my heals on Isdar and She-Lab. They'll be through that Frippo pretty quickly, I'd imagine. The Kippy, 1 Bodok, 4 Raspal, 4 Frippo, 4 Bodok. Yeah, pretty much same with me. Yeah, I didn't mention the Kippy and the Kizor. But we are going to have to get to that relatively soon. Oh yeah, my sap is gone now, by the way. That thing just drank my sap. Duly noted. When they actually do kick it off, they're not messing around. They drank like 500 or 600 sap in one hit. Very thirsty boy, yeah. Right. Well, given that we need Bodok, we need Frippo, we need Raspal, let's head back towards the camp this way, because there are Bodok herds down here. We'll wipe the Bodok herds, then should be able to just slowly move back in this direction. And yeah, there's way less Ginkgos over this way. There's also Frippos down here too. Oh, looks like they got caught by a Gingo. Sheila, while we're waiting for them to wrap that up, because by the time we get there, they'll already be dead. Do you want to hit the Raspal? I can probably keep you going while you're fighting that if you want. Right, casting. Yeah, Sheila actually quite capable as tanking because she's doing it in medium armor. Alright, we've got Frippos here, Gluttonous Bodok all over the place. Where is his dog going? Oh, is that... Ah, they're finally back. Perfect. Let's hand these quests in. Good call. Finished and... finished. Now, let's have a quick look at my... Sacred Sap. 46. Minus 46 on the Sacred Sap now. It'll take me a while to get them into positives, quite a while. But it looks like I can get about 4 fame per quest cycle. So if I was maxing it 8 a day, I guess that isn't that long. About a week. If I really wanted to, I could be in positive standing with them in about a week. Right. At this point, Bodok and Frippos then. Uh-oh. Sadness and badness. Ow! Bodok, why so mad? His only game. Go for insta. By the way, those who are getting, who are up front and getting most of the quarters, is this relatively consistent return on materials for you? Tea break in about 24 minutes is that, yeah. We'll probably change the music we listen to then as well. Need to get some more heals. Need 3 Bodok meat, 2 Frippo meat, 3 Raspal meat, and a Bodok skull. Never mind. Got that one. So it's still Bodok, Frippo, and Raspal, but just not very many of them. Hi, Tech Priest. How you doing, buddy? Not yet, Tech Priest, but possibly a couple of hours after the stream ends, I will. Sleep is for the weak, and for those for whom they do not have more work to do in a day than there are hours in the day. Sadly, I very much fall into the latter category. Actually, I think we need to be closer when it comes to getting the kills. You kind of do need to be nearby when they go down. I think. Could be wrong, but... Alright, well, there's another herd of Bodok over yonder near the Jarving. And there are some Frippos on the way as well. Also, there's a Frippo right there. Sorry, Frippo. I'm about to stop being able to do any kind of casting. Okay, apparently not. Phew. Hey, Daedalus. Don't... Does anyone have anything, well, other than the Kippy and the Kizor, other than Frippo and Bodok, Frippo, Bodok and Raspal, sorry? Oh dear. I have done a silly. Why am I being attacked by a Frippo? At least I got chicken. There, you happy now, are you, Major? The shield I bought today just broke, said Isda. Oof. Hopefully it wasn't too expensive, mate. Miavan said, I go through about one a day. Well, if our tanks have lost one of the main tools that they use, then we might want to consider taking an early trainer break. Oh, Miavan has space, cool. Ouch. Magic, defensive magic 44. 6 more levels and I can start specializing in affliction. I think I am all out now of the triple catalyst, so I'm only getting double experience now instead of triple. Melee 70 on Sheila. How many levels is that, Sheila? That is awesome. 16 levels today. Fairly certain Leafian's just looking at it and whilst happy for you is a little bit like, I hate you as well. When was the last time you got 16 levels in your offensive magic skill, Leafian? I've had 12 healing levels this hunt. Actually, that's fair, I suppose, yeah. You went from 55 to 74. 2 days ago. And since then... So 2 days ago, you got up to 74, and in the last 2 days, you've gained an additional 6 levels. Wow, that really has slowed down. So, yeah, 2 days ago, you got 12 levels, and in the following 2 days, you got half as many levels. Oh, sorry, not 12, 19. Right, yeah. My bad. I wonder why I thought 12. That was just a bit silly of me. Alright, do we need many more of these? I'm almost certainly needing more. Oh, actually, I might be done with Frippos. Yeah, it's purely Bodox and Raspals for me now. Two Frippo needed for Sheelab still. I'm going to Leroy Jenkins this. Drank my mana again. I'm a massive scallywag, I know. I'm not part of the solution, I am part of the problem. In fact, I am the problem. Do you still need Frippos, Sheelab? One. Okay, we should be able to get that for you. And Leafin needs 3 as well. Andy Goliath doesn't actually need any sap, interestingly. I was expecting you to. Right, Fripper right behind us. There's a pair of Frippo just over yonder. I'm just going to go and pull them. Okay, only got one, unfortunately. Yeah, we seem to be getting a really good spread of levels here. No one really seems to be lagging behind on the level gain. Okay, more Frippo. How many did you need now, Leafin? And Sheelab actually on that one? Oh, Duncurtin. The two dogs we were looking after have now been picked up. While it is now much quieter, I miss them already. Oh. One for each of you, so potentially only 2 more Frippos we need to harvest. We'll see if we're that lucky. We might want to just hit the kite. Oh, there's the Rasples, actually. So, Bodok and Raspel for me, then Chitin. Sheelab is done with Frippos. Leafin is done with Frippos. So now it's Bodok and Raspels, I think. And then we can switch over to the Chitin. I would be extremely happy if I managed to make level 50 defensive magic for the end of the stream. There we go. Gonna pull back from here. That looks like a lot of trouble incoming. Potentially. How many other people are needing Bodok, by the way? I might switch my spell to a different button before my keyboard breaks. Wise. One meat for Sheelab. 2 for me. Five for Haiku. Get some sap on Haiku. Okay. Look at that Kippy standing up. That one looking out stoically across the bark. Another one behind us. I'm so glad that I picked up Gift Sap, because this, as much as Gift Stamina, as much as Gift Sap is really useful to keeping a mage party up, I'm starting to see just how much stamina the front lines use up just to stay in a fight. Right, Bodok herd back this way. Good group of them over here. Okay, I only need one more. We got two over there? Might actually have two, actually. Yeah, we do. Well done, Istar. Keeping things moving fairly quickly if you're pulling multiples. As long as you're fairly confident that you can handle the incoming, that's absolutely fine. It's just making this a lot faster. There we go. I've gotten all of the Bodok meat I needed. So it's just Raspels now, and then on to the chitin. Got one Jarving and then a couple of Bodok. 3 meat for Haiku. Sheelab, did you need any more? Done with leaf in. Sheelab just needs the Raspel. I need 3 Raspel and... Ooh, that might be it. Yep, it's just the 3 prime Raspel now. So we just need to get a couple more for Haiku. If you let us know once you got all the meat. That Raspel is too tempting. Good, nicely done. 1 Bodok needed. Every now and then, when there's lyrics in the song, I have to double check that it is still the. Oh god, there's a lot of things going on there. Do Raspals socially aggro? Yes, yes they do. Okay, fair enough. Is there more heals coming your way? Leafin has angered the mob. Incoming Raspals on me as well. Drawing back. I'm not going to pop my expeditious retreat just yet, though. Mia Van is down. Raspal has got a quick attack rate and is interrupting a lot of my casts. Yeah, I'm down. That was a bit rough. That was very rough, actually. Thank you very much. Can't cast spells until I get a heal. Thank you. Good to know it won't let me cast spells that'll kill me. Very good to know, actually. What are the screams? Those are the Raspal. It's their war cry. War cry is piercing my ears. That's what a good war cry should do. Your ears and then your soul. Not necessarily in that order, as long as both of them get pierced. Sending some sap over to you, Tiny Goliath. That was quite the messy engagement there. But we recovered well. In fact, we recovered at all, honestly. There we go. Alright, I need 2 more Raspal meat from a corpse, and that's me done with the Raspals. Oh god, so many Bodocs. Why? No. Why are they following me? Pet them. Proud Bodoc dad. Haiku needs 1 Bodoc, 3 Raspals, so let's hit the Bodocs, though I'm going to be a little bit cautious considering the amount of them that are there. There you go. I can take a tea break once we've got our quests to hand in. I've got 2 more Raspals if not many more people need it, but I guess we could just all head back now if you want. Does everyone else? Oh, okay, yeah, a couple of people want to drink. Okay, let's walk back then. Handing quests on the way. Yeah, no more to hand into you. Three Raspal for Sheila, 2 for me. I'm just going to go hand these quests in now, though. Be lazy about it. And I'm going to park my butt next to the cami. Who can go? Don't approve. Let's try and give them a wide berth. Right, let's hand these in. All right, finished. Finished and finished. I thought they wanted more. Oh. Okay, something very, very different then. Right, okay. Okay. Gonna go and park myself next to the cami. We will be back in a couple of minutes. Yeah, big fat wallet, yes. That was worth quite a lot of money. Alright, chat. I will let you watch over the dapplings. Yeah, I'm up to 418,000 now from just 55 earlier. We shall return in a couple of minutes. Go grab yourselves a drink, grab yourselves a snack. And when we get back, going to be taking on the Rasples and the chitin for a little bit. And then heading back to spend an awful lot of points on upgrading. I've got 70 points in fight to spend and 70 points in magic. Well, 75 points in magic to spend. Quite a lot, to be honest. Defensive magic 45. Range fight 37. Making some crazy good progress right now. I return. Did the Cami Sentinels keep you company, chat? Make sure you didn't feel abandoned. All right. Sheilab is just finishing up making her drink, so she'll be a few more moments before she joins us. Oh, such a good drink too. Spiced chai. Oh, so good. Incredibly alone we were, but worth the pain for tea. Especially that tea. It is delicious. I'm gonna get a spiced chai once we're done here. And that is completely fair. Oh. Okay. Now, I need rascal meat, and that's pretty much it. I'm fairly certain then the only thing we need to do is kill the kitten. Yep. I don't remember who that mission was for, though. Oh, Haikyuu needs more Bodog meat. Roger, roger. Is soloing the Ginkgos a good idea? It depends which, how much higher level they are than you. They can be a bit of a handful, but it really does largely depend. Well, what we could do is we could head over to these Bodok over here. Also grab the Raspal around the area as we move. If you are back and ready to make a move, then let's start heading out. We'll have to fight past some Gingo, but that shouldn't be too bad. It's just extra XP. Gluttonous Bodock over there. Oh, actually, no, it's dead. Never mind. Okay, maybe that wouldn't be the best place to get the Gluttonous Bodock from. Well, at the same time, don't see any other around it at the moment. Okay, well, let's look for the Raspals, but hopefully we're going to get a Bodock spawn around here relatively soon. If not, we'll just peel off at the first one we see. Where are the Raspal? There were some Raspal around here, weren't there? At least I certainly thought there were. I guess we can just wander around, follow his stuff for a little bit. I'm liking the structures around here. Much more of a thorny branch, this one. Uh-oh. Yep, thought that might happen. Ah, oh, crap. Dangerous Gingo on me. Gonna do a wide sweep. Thank you very much for grabbing that. Yeah, there's some Raspals over there, though. But we have Raspals down here, along with the Psychopla. And this will lead us back around towards the Bodock, so actually it's a decent enough path. Where are we, Raspal, down there? You're wasted. How you doing, mate? Hello, Raiders. Welcome. From Aavak to Aavak. The cycle is complete. Oh, were you in the raid over on the Splitsy? Okay, what you're looking at is a 20-year-old-ish MMO. I think it was first launched in 2004 or something like that. Came out onto Steam in 2016. Had an opportunity to find out about its storied past. It's kind of gone through several different development studios and publishers. This game is called Ryzom, was formerly called the Saga of Ryzom. It is a very interesting but definitely old school MMO. Has a lot of the trappings of the kind of, I don't know, it sounds a bit pretentious to say, but the kind of the golden age of MMOs. I don't mean that when all MMOs were, you know, the only good MMOs were from like the early 2000s, but rather that seemed to be the time when everyone was trying to make an MMO because that was the thing to make, you know? You weren't in this one specifically, you got picked up along the way. Aha, I see. But yeah, this is a similar sort of vein to games like World of Warcraft of the time, but I would say this one is more aligned towards the, though not, you know, one-for-one comparison, but towards the Star Wars Galaxy side of things, or the EverQuests, where there isn't as strong of a narrative running through. It is more of a sandbox experience. One of the big unique elements to this game, one of the big pulls, is the fact that you design your own skills, which I will showcase in a moment when I'm not pocket healing one of our tanks. You're done with quests. I still need to prime Raspel meat for this one. But thank you so much for dropping by, Wasted. Welcome, Raiders. Can we get a shout out for Wasted in chat, please? What were you playing? I think I spotted you playing a bit of Space Engineers 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, or Rift. Yeah, that's another good comparison. Actually, another good kind of sandbox experience there. Okay. Right. So we've got a moment of peace. Let me quickly showcase one of what I think is one of the more unique elements of the game. You don't have just a movement set. You don't have classes. This is more like Morrowind in that sense. Whilst Morrowind does have levels for your characters, in this it is more or less all based on your skills, and the skills get better as you use them. They specialize as you use them and further specialize and further specialize. Right now, I can only see one branch of specialization beyond the branch that I'm currently working on. But at the beginning, you only have 4 different like skill groups: fight, magic, craft, and harvest, and anything in those just contributes to that until you get to level 20, and then it splits, and then they level independently. They both start at 21, and depending on what you do, you progress it further. So, for example, with magic, for example, it splits at 21 and then started advancing, and then at 50 split again, and again they each level independently. I do apologize for the sound. It is again a product of its time. I'll move away from the rest of the group while they're doing that. But coming back to the element that I think is the most unique about this game is being able to design your own actions, which I think is huge. Wasted was a bit of kit bashing on your orcs and then Space Engineers. Not. 2 is not worth your time yet. Oh, okay, not Space Engineers 2. Gotcha, okay. But let's say I wanted to make a spell. You start off by choosing the nature of the action you're trying to make, whether it is harvesting out of the ground, caring for a node, so someone else is harvesting, or maybe you are, and you're taking time away from trying to extract resources to try and care for it. So, for example, nurturing your garden rather than simply like industrial level farming and depleting all the nutrients in it. Crafting the various types of things. There are 4 main factions: the Matis, the Kami, the Matis, the Phyros, the Triker, and the Zorai. Those are the playable factions. Then you've got cults, the Kami, which are more nature aligned, and then the aliens, the caravan. I'll get to that in a moment. But then you've got 2 different kind of branches of magic. Celestial is more defensive magic and healing, whereas Artisan is more combat focused. And they split up into drains, which are like dots, missiles, which are just straight up damage, affliction, things like root or fear or blind, and then you've got your fights. But let's say I wanted to make a spell. I would choose the missile blueprint. Then I would choose which of the elements I wanted to use. Let's say I wanted an acid spell for now. I would choose how strong of an acid spell, and this is what I would use my level up points for. So as I use a skill, I gain experience in that skill, and once it crosses a threshold and levels up, I get points that I can spend, kind of like stat points. And then you use those to buy various things. These are called stanzas. So let's say I wanted acid 5, so that's 50. Well, right now I can't cast it because it costs more than I'm paying for it. So I need to add credit. I can add other options. Maybe I want it to be a bomb effect, so it affects multiple things rather than just being just a point of damage. This would have an AoE. Well, now I've got options of how to pay for it. Obviously, with magic, one of the main things you'd go for is sap. So sap is this game's idea of mana. The world is very nature focused. In fact, the world is literally a tree. It quite literally, the core is a knot of the tree's roots, all the way out to the vast branches overhead. So you can think a little bit Norse mythology, if you like. But as a consequence, everything in this world is very, is like aesthetically nature-based. In fact, there are no minerals on this world. There's no rock. There's no metal. Those are alien concepts to this world, and is part of the whole thing with the caravan. They're humanoids, but they bring metal and technology with them. But we haven't quite got enough here. The scales are still unbalanced. It costs 90 points, but I'm only paying 30. Let's actually up that all the way to 50 there. So I'm going to need to pay in different ways. Now I can pay with that with range credit. Let's say I use 10 points of credit for the range. That's reduced the potential range from 50, if I take that away. The orange there is because I'm wearing armor, which is negatively affecting how well my magic performs. It gives me an action malice, but don't worry about that one too much. So range, now that's pulled it down from a potential of 50 to 44. And the way this works is the amount of range it's reduced by is based on the percentage of the total cost that my range credit makes up. So if like 100% of this was paid off by range, it would have a range of 1 meter, because that's the lowest it can possibly go to. You could have time credits, which work in exactly the same way. The larger the percentage of the cost of the overall spell is made up with time credits, the longer the cast duration becomes. But as a mage, I don't really like time credits, so instead I will pay with blood. Good old blood sacrifice. So there we are. My spell now costs typically 55 mana, 25 health, and has a range of 44. But again, because of my medium armor, it's changing that around a little bit. But it's a really, really cool game mechanic. And this is the case for pretty much everything. If I wanted to change this, let's say I wanted to build some armor. I've got various armor plans. Each of the 4 factions have wildly different aesthetics, and you have to learn their aesthetic of armor. You're not just like an armor smith isn't an armor smith isn't an armor smith, in the same way that if you took a European blacksmith and an Asian blacksmith and said, make me a sword, they would make a wildly different creation. And if you asked one of them to make the other culture's sword, they'd probably do a bad job of that unless they had specifically studied to make that kind of weapon. This has exactly the same thing. If you're Mattis, which my character is, you likely have learned Mattis armor plans, Mattis weapon schematics. If I want to make a Phyros weapon, well, I would have to go to a Phyros weapon trainer or crafter and learn how to make Phyros style weapons, which I think is really, really cool. But yeah, so if I want to make armor, I put this in, so it's up to quality 20. So that means I can make Mattis armor of whatever blueprints I've learned up to quality 20, but I could add other things like hit points. So again, I'm creating this crafting action now. So when I use this crafting action, I could potentially make up to quality 20 armor, and it would have a hit point bonus on it, depending on what I made it of. And that was one of the biggest unique features of the game. It's got a couple of other things, like most MMOs of the time, they have some gimmick that sets them apart. This is definitely one of the biggest components, other than just the general aesthetic of the world. It is a living world, literally a tree planet, and kind of the narrative such that it is. This isn't a game which has very strong quest-based narratives. You've got a little bit, and you've got the factions and their governing and stuff like that. It's mostly community-driven and devs running events that create like a living world narrative rather than static NPCs that you just kind of go through the rigmarole of going through their storyline at all times. But down here in the prime roots, this is where kind of the major antagonist in the world comes from, which is the chitin. We don't really have very good examples up here on the surface. They're like massive insects that are whether a corruption of the planet or the planet's immune response to the presence of the caravan. Much is left to the imagination. But there we go. That is Ryzom in a nutshell. And this is currently our kind of the dappling community game. So we do streams on Saturdays, pretty much all day, and then in the week just kind of play. You can quite often find us on Discord. If anyone wants to join, you are more than welcome to, and highly encouraged to, if you're feeling like jumping into an old school MMO. Not very surprising, but it is free to play at this point. Yes, it is. Though there are some caveats with that I will go into. You can play up to skill level 125. But that isn't really 125. In the same way that the first 20 levels of fight is just 20 levels of fight. But then the next 50 levels is split between two things, and they level independently. So effectively, each of these has 30 levels. So there's 60 levels here, 20 levels there. So we're already at 80 levels, and we are technically only at skill level 50. But again, this is very much like Morrowind. All of the skills level up independently and can level up quite far. But you can only take them up to 125 on a free account. You can support the continued existence of the MMO, because effectively this is run by, it's fully open sourced. In fact, it's the only open source MMO that I'm aware of that isn't an emulation project, because again, this has had a storied history. It's gone through several developers, several publishers who've tried to keep it going and have either collapsed in on themselves like a flan in the cupboard, or just have dropped it when the climate changed for MMOs. But rather than just kind of stick this into IP hell in the back of a cupboard somewhere, they released it as open source. Unfortunately, open source or not, service costs money to run. So, you know, there is a bit of a kickback to those who support it monetarily. Quite amusingly, you can literally sub for a week if you want, rather than the typical month or something like that. But it's like something like €4 for a subscription. And that allows you to level the skills all the way up to their max level of 250. But 125 across all of the skills will take months, if not longer, for you to reach. The amount of content in the free-to-play is extremely exhaustive. In that you will probably be exhausted trying to reach it all. But if you do end up going premium, then you will increase the level cap. You'll also get the ability to have MechTube packers, so not just the mounts, but you can also have pack animals, which are effectively a kind of a stopgap to having an apartment. You can also get an apartment, so on and so forth. But if you're in a guild, you can probably just use the guild hall. So it is. How's the monetization if there's any left? Yeah, just the a regular sub basically, and obviously much like many places, if you sub for a long time, you get a bit of a discount. So it's 125. No, 125 in mage, 125 in combat, and again, it's not just 125 in mage. It's 125 in what level would you be up at that point? So I am going to guess that advanced elemental magic and advanced affliction magic are 150. So you'd be halfway down one of these at magic 125, but you would be able to go to both of them, and that is almost certainly true of defensive magic as well. In fact, I think standard healing magic branches off even more. So you're going to have stupid amounts of time. 125 in every skill, not just 125 levels in total. The game really doesn't have that concept of your overall character level. You can kind of gauge NPCs and stuff like that based on their average skill level, but you know, 125 average skill level in this game would be 125 in every skill.